welcome to Try Not to Die Thursday, where I will be playing some more of the base that I have created in Oxygen Not Included, and trying not to get any of my little workers, my duplicants, killed. And we've just got things paused at the moment. If you missed previous episodes of building the base, and you want to watch them, they can be found on the YouTube channel, along with my playthroughs of Disco Elysium from Sundays. The Oxygen Not Included gets updated every Tuesday, so this stream will be going up on Tuesday. And the main thing that we have going on right now is building our power center here and some more storage. Although the current priority is getting all this power going and hoping that little Turner here will get better on his own. We also have picked up some vermin, as we have a morb, which they're hopefully going to get rid of soon. Since morb are completely useless. Thankfully this little guy is trapped in the one bathroom, so he can't really cause a mess elsewhere, but these guys basically exhale polluted air. So really a bathroom is the best place for it to be. Okay, here we go. We've got coal in the coal generator, we've got batteries built, we've got all the lines running to the batteries, and hopefully this will mean that soon people won't have to be running on hamster wheels quite so much in my base. But also, I should probably nudge up the priority. Let's see, let's put that at 7 to build this new storage box so that we will have someplace to put this all mess that's on the ground. There we go. So, now that that's taken care of, we will say all, and then we'll go and take out the polluted dirt, the rot pile, and the slime, since we don't want those here. We've built a special box over here for holding that stuff in our, what I'm calling our polluted oxygen corner here. I'm still deciding what to do with this space. I may turn it into showers. It should be just tall enough to put some showers in, but I just don't have a water circulation system going properly yet. Because I have not built a pump in my clean water tank. So, but yes, the general idea here is to keep the coal generator running nicely and pump these batteries full. And I'm just going to deconstruct that hamster wheel since we will hopefully not need it anymore. generally what we're doing here is just making sure that our power generation doesn't cause us any major problems. Oh, and I just heard a shing, which was... Let's see... Skills... Well, Devin here could definitely do with learning the next level of plumbing, but he's still got more stress than he has morale. So we're leaving that be. So what about Steve here? Nope, Steve will not be learning anything either. Turner is perfectly balanced, so I don't really want to mess around with his. Yeah, that's the problem, is that I only get 1 morale for learning a skill that he wants to learn, but it costs 2 to learn this level. So, And Ellie is also in perfect balance, which means she's not going to be learning 3rd level doctoring. I'm pretty content with having Steve be our sole researcher. So I think I'm just going to sit on everyone's points and hope that I can get some decor going at some point, although without getting a duplicant that does decor, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Now, let's see here. I don't really know that I can support another duplicant already. And if I do get one, I need to get one that has decor, because that's pretty much the only specialization that I'm lacking right now. So the thimbleweed seed is tempting, but there are actually thimbleweeds nearby that I could probably get seeds from, so I'm going to take the water, because water is always useful. Ah, combat! Somebody's going after the morb. Yes. Remove that morb. Look at that. It doesn't even produce meat. Useless. Okay, we are doing well here. The coal generator is pumping away. The batteries have a little bit of charge in them. Okay, and that wheel is out, which means it's time to get to the next project that I had in mind, which is actually to build a sort of a med bay for the duplicants in case they get hurt or sick or what have you. So that I'm going to put in this space right here. Since honestly, why not? I don't see any reason not to. Because unfortunately this space, which all of its lovely clean oxygen, is just a little bit too small for my purposes. So, insulated tile. Let's make this place 4 high. I always put a manual airlock on my hospital rooms. There's not really a specific reason why, but I prefer to do it that way. Okay, now first thing we want is, let's see here. Oh, right. The sinks and wash basins are in medicine for some reason. But yes, the first thing in this room is we want a sink. then in plumbing, we're going to put in an outhouse. And from furniture, we put in a mess table. And then from medicine, we are actually going to put in 2 triage cots. And we're going to hope that we're not going to need more. So, this will be our medical center. And I am already unhappy with this because it's missing 2 very important things. So I'm actually going to cancel that part and that and that. Because I forgot 2 very important things. Because it's on an airlock, this room is going to need its own oxygen diffuser. And because it is a sick bay, I want it to also have its own deodorizer. And then we put in all the things that I had previously mentioned. So back to the wash basin. The outhouse. The mess table. And 2 triage cots. The thing is, like, to make this an official hospital room, you have to put in the outhouse and the mess table. If the room doesn't have an outhouse and a mess table, it doesn't count as a hospital and you don't get the morale bonus. Now, I really ought to be putting in like an actual flush toilet so that there isn't the possibility of the polluted air from that, but since I haven't set up a water circulation system for all that yet, that is going to have to wait, and I will probably have to end up rebuilding the hospital later. But for now, there we go. We have all that set up, although yes, I am going to have to, let's see, we'll have them dig out this and build a ladder. And that's going to get a little ridiculous, but that will be dealt with. Okay. And we will need a bit of wire. Okay, I'll just go in from here. There we go. There we go, and now this will be a problem because I've just made it so that this is only 1 high. Oh dear. Okay. Insulated tile. Prioritize this. Deconstruct that. and that. There! Oh. And deconstruct this. And while I'm at it, let's deconstruct this nubbin because really don't need that. It's not like I need to preserve the copper since I got so lucky with the copper, but there we go. And then we'll have a little hospital room going on there. And we still have, in a moment, we will still have the access to the water tank. The main problem now is that that door is now wrong. Because it's not really stopping the polluted oxygen anymore. So I may have to rebuild things around here a little. I don't really want to, but the main reason that this airlock is in here sideways is to basically be a buffer between the polluted air and the... So, let's see, how can I fix this? Well, I guess the best thing to do would actually be to deconstruct this box and this compost pile and move this floor down one and then just shift all of this down. Oh, what a pain. Okay, deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. Build insulated tile across here. Actually, let's just delicately nudge this because I don't like not having a compost heap, frankly. Yes, excellent. They're fast little builders, thank goodness. They can make all my mistakes go away so quickly. Okay, then deconstruct. There we go. And actually, I want all this to be insulated tile. Okay, so deconstruct this and this. And setting this so that it's only buildings, we deconstruct this. Okay, they can just make that jump. Okay, So now we take a... I have lost my pneumatic door. There we go. And we want that here. With an insulated tile right here. And actually, yeah, little piece of ladder there. Yes, there we go. Okay. We'll just turn those up. Get that done. And we'll build a compost heap right here. And next to it, a storage bin. And once again, we'll just nudge that up in priority. And there, once they get to that, all of my mistakes will be hidden. Sadly, there will still be a record of it because, hello. Hello stream and hello YouTube when the stream gets there. Excellent, the batteries are filling up. Which means I'm actually going to deconstruct this battery. Yes, excellent. Excellent, this is good. I am solving the problems that I have made. Okay, this holds organic, and it holds polluted dirt, rock pile, and slime. There we go. There we go. My mistakes have been hidden now. Now, let's see. I was mining slime somewhere. I was mining slime down here. And algae. I will let them get back to that soon. We are low on algae. We are very low on algae. So... that's clay, but this is all slime and algae here, so... we're turning up the priority on that. Yes, there we go. As we get these tiles in, and that gives us access. Which then promptly falls into an area that we don't have access to because the ladder hasn't been built, so... because we really need that algae and slime because that is what's producing our oxygen, so... breathing is good. Breathing is excellent. There we go. And now they have access to all of this beautiful slime and algae and everything. And I want everything they have. As we're gradually working our way down, because I had earlier noticed a secret that was just sort of hanging out down here. It's a room built by those who came before duplicants. I'm very curious what's in there. There's one down there, and there's one up here. But frankly, this one, there's a lot of stuff that we need that's on the way from this one, so that's why I'm going after it first. Now that's algae too, so I'm just going to dig it out. Slime and algae. Oh, you know what, I might as well go after that row of gold, since they can reach it. Don't really need it, but might as well pile it up for later, right? Okay. Deconstruct that bit of wire when you get the time. What do you mean you're not going to? Where's my power overlay? There it is. Yeah, I don't need that. That goes. And that gives me more room for storage boxes. I'm going to need to like choose a place and make a bank of storage boxes at some point, but here is good enough for now. And this slot has like room for 2 more boxes, which I am definitely going to need because my boxes are all full. Again. I really need to use all these materials I'm gathering, you know? But yes, everything is looking good here. This area of carbon dioxide is a bit concerning, but clay, algae, slime. Okay. We're going to dig over this way then. Just going to open up that side. Oh no, wait, we don't actually want to do that. Cancel that row. We don't actually want to dump extra water down here yet. Not until we get at that secret. I just want to make sure that we have a bit of a surplus supply of slime and algae and the good stuff. That reminds me. Is this spread out thin enough to mop yet? It is not. Okay, dig out those. And those. And those. Oh, and I already have another dupe. Let's see here. Well, everything looks the same here. Balanced. Just a little bit unbalanced. Balanced. And balanced. Very nice. But yeah, nobody on my team wants to learn decorating. So that would be something to keep an eye out for in another duplicant. Okay, blueprint. What have we got? Well, let's see. A building person who cannot dig. That's not very useful, especially right now. Here's someone who's into decorating and digging. Handy. Immune to food poisoning, increased athletics, but decreased strength. And a researching and cooking person. I don't think you actually need strength to dig. So I think I might actually take this Marie. And hope that I'm not pressing my colony too hard, but she is pretty good. So we're gonna take the chance. And that will be a 6th dupe. She already has a bed, but she's going to need a mess table. And every dupe arrives with 1 skill point. I'm going to put it in digging on her for now. Because that is currently a little bit more useful than decor. But I like having the person who can do decor on the team. So, welcome, future decorating person. I love that little shiny-eyed look that they get when they put their hats on. Okay, and we will assign this cot to Marie. And we are going to make this mess table a priority 7 in the hopes that it will be finished before dinner time. Excellent. Okay, we'll assign that one to Marie. And we are looking pretty good on that front now. Oh dear. Oh, where did that come from? Away with you! Much better. How are they having pleasant chit-chat through the floor? Ceiling. Both. Seal floor? It's a floor. Okay, so our power situation is starting to look pretty good. Oh, and they got this box built, which is awesome. Okay, all except for the stuff that produces polluted oxygen. There we go. I wonder if I can plant more mushrooms yet. Oh, I do have more mushroom seeds. Excellent. Oh, not quite enough for the whole thing. Oh, that is unfortunate. If only I had one more. Okay, so we're just going to have them start producing fried mushrooms as well as pickled meal. And everybody will be fed. As long as the coal never runs out. Oh dear. Where does all this sand keep falling from? She asks as if she, doesn't have a construction project going on directly above the water tank. Okay, so we are looking good here. We should probably turn on This is not running. Why is this not running? Because this should be running. Okay, we'll turn that off for now. This is why I put a switch on it. Pipe blocked. Okay. Let's assess our situation here. Ah, I see. Okay, so I accidentally disconnected a pipe when I was doing all of that. That is what happened. Okay, we'll deconstruct that, and we'll run this pipe to there. There we go. Okay, that should fix the problem in just a bit. Although the whole algae thing continues to be an issue. But yeah, we are definitely going to be dumping that water straight down here, which is possibly not the best plan, but it's the only plan I currently have. Oh well, there's not really anywhere else to dump it to or from. I mean, oh, maybe if I try draining it down into there. Yes, okay. That is definitely going to have an effect. I'm not sure if that space is big enough for it, but if it can even lower the level over here, and in fact let's encourage that by digging that bit out too. What is that puffed doing? Okay, why are all these stopped? Because they are the wrong temperature. Why are they the wrong temperature? Because the lights are heating them up? Oh, that would be... I'm going to have to do something about the farm. I'm just not sure what. Well, once I get down to the ice layer, perhaps I can build one of those little hand-cranked air conditioners in here. I believe I have... Yes, I have in fact researched far enough to get an icy fan. So, once I get down to that ice, perhaps moving the deodorizer to the middle row and building an icy fan right here. We shall see. An oil well. Oh. Must be built atop an oil reservoir. Well, haven't found one of those yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. And at some point, I really do need to be working my way over here for this lovely source of clean water. Because the trick is getting in there without dumping any of the polluted water into it. Let me think. There is all this polluted water up here. So perhaps if I open up channels and then pump the polluted water into here for my own use to get it out of the way and where I can use it and all. That may well work. Oh, and those pipes have been built, so we can get our lovely carbon skimmer running here. Just to clean out that incredibly thick carbon dioxide down there. But yeah, that's the reason I put an airlock on the coal furnace area. Because, yes, this is... the coal furnace just pumps it out constantly. You don't need to run the carbon skinner constantly, but it needs to be run frequently. Okay, yes, what I'm going to do... Yes. What I'm going to do is break these dirty water reservoirs down into each other. And I'm just gonna build a nice little ladder right here. Build a pump. And just because it's easier to do plumbing when everything is paused, we want it to go over into there, so the best way to do that would be to, yes. We'll connect it here. There we go. That is pretty much... that is good. That is, oh, I forgot to dig out this cube. Oh no, oh no, the filthy water is everywhere. Oh, that's not good. things considered, let's hit up medicine. We're just gonna put a wash basin here. And here. Because this is significantly messy here. I hope that transformer is not affected by sitting in water like that. Okay, so I did not estimate my amount of water very well there. Still, this is starting to really annoy me. Okay. We're going to dig out that section and hope that the water drops down, and then this bit will get thin enough to mop up, and ridiculousness and foolishness. Medical building outside hospital because they just haven't finished the room yet. That is a mess, but you know what? I'm going to have them finish the hospital first. So we are going to have them finish this room. And in fact, we are going to have them dig out this section because it's getting silly watching them climb over it. Invalid construction location is about to be fixed. Ah, and there we go. We can finally build the ladder to the appropriate spot. Okay. Yes, I am ignoring the little printable there for the moment, just to make sure. Yeah, they're working on that. Okay. Alright, duplicate skills. Our Marie does not have a point yet, so we'll just leave her alone. Ellie, however. Ellie is looking good. Ellie is going to learn advanced doctoring, in fact. She's not going to wear the hat for it, but she's definitely going to learn it. Let's see, Turner here still only has... Oh. I really want him to have that one more before I have him learn it, because I really would like to have him learn the improved farming. Steve here is balanced. Devin is not. Devin is still in a state. So we'll leave that alone. And we absolutely do not need another person, no matter how good they are. So we're going to take the pinch of pepper seed. Why is there raw egg on the floor? Why is there raw egg on the floor? Tell me why there's raw egg on the floor. What can I do? What can I do with a raw egg? We are going to cook the raw egg because we don't want it on the floor. Get that off the floor. And we need another storage bin. We are going to need a lot more storage bins. I'm going to need to figure out a place to put a whole bunch of storage bins. Okay. And let's see, we made all that priority 6, so we're going to make this ladder priority 6 so that they can actually finish this corner here. Okay. As the water situation over here is not great, but things are still going, so I think we are in a situation where I can spare the person to do some more research. Let's see here. Now, I haven't done very much research into decor at all because I didn't have a decor person, so a lot of this, many of these I don't have access to the materials yet, but as far as it goes, yeah, there's nothing that I need quickly. So, yeah, let's work our way through the decor section, shall we? As especially since we will actually want to work our way to the suits eventually. So actually, let's do that. Let's do that now. Let's do textile protection through to hazard protection, even though we are definitely jumping the gun on that. I'm actually a little torn about whether I want them to go after this water first or whether I want them to go after this secret first. Oh, and see that the carbon skimmer has done its work, so let's turn that off. That way it's not using any power. I mean, domesticated hatch are great, but I really wish I had more. Okay, and this has gotten thin enough to mop, haha. I wonder if I should put another deodorizer in the ranch room. There's still a lot of polluted oxygen just sort of clinging around the top of the room there. But you know, I think I want the dupes to take care of this water situation first. Once they've finished the hospital room. That's one of the main tricks I've found to this game, is just what order you do things in and letting your duplicants finish things before you start asking them to do more. Because if you just pile task on task on task, they'll never finish anything. For instance, now that Steve here is so embroiled in research, no one is refilling the coal generator. And it's really, I don't need the research quite so fast, so let's actually turn that down. And even it out with operating and make applying and storing just neutral for Steve. And hopefully then he will divide his time. And come to think of it, our Marie here, we want to make her priority digging. We don't need to make it a high priority, but... And that is a wild hatch. That is mine. Wrangle that hatch. It can't escape. Yes, my hatch now. More coal. Excellent. And now we have this beautiful little hospital room, all ready for in case the dupes do something terrible to themselves. And that is excellent. Every hatch in my possession is more coal to feed the coal generator. Not that anyone's feeding it right now, but you know, the thought counts, right? Okay, now with our priority in go. now that we've set that a bit higher, we can get to, well, claiming some water for ourselves. And let's see. It seems to me that the best way to do this will be to actually, yes, build. Oops. Yes, okay. Cancel that. Just build one nice straight ladder. All the way up. And then that's just like a straight one across to the ledge for the door to this lovely secret going on over here. You know what? I'm going to make getting this thing built a little greater priority than getting that pump built. Just in the hopes of keeping the dupes from getting sick. Which may be a vain hope, but it springs eternal. And research is complete. We now know about textiles. Excellent start. Okay, now we've got that sink there, and I'm just going to set it so that whenever they're coming back from that area, they wash their hands. Since we're dealing with so much polluted water and such here. Okay, progress. Always progress. Okay, excellent. We're getting stuff done here. And what we're going to do, because we have the luxury of being able to, is we are going to actually build actually, we'll just cancel this particular square. I'm not sure that's going to work, but I'm hoping it will. Okay, excellent. We've got that pump built now. Because what I want to do is get at this lovely clean water and the steam vent that produces this lovely clean water, just to supplement, because the water level, it always drops, it never gets higher. So yeah, it looks like I'm probably going to make my way to that particular secret up there before the one lower, but yes. So, priority. We shall see how this works. I am really hoping it will. It would be extremely handy to me if it works. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to turn up cooking on him, just so that we can have the operating. Okay, there we go. We've actually got coal in the coal generator now. Oh, and we've got something going on here. Let's see. Turner. Oh, Turner, you are so positive right now. You are so positive that I can easily teach you improved farming. And you can get the shiny hat. The best hat. Okay, Steve is also in a really good place, so he can learn plumbing. Hassan is... Oh, you're still out of balance, aren't you? And Devon is looking so good right now. At last, Devon. You get to learn plumbing. No, actually, you're wearing the improved carrying hat, aren't you? Yes, you are. You should continue with that. But you can at last learn some more strength. And eventually you'll learn that, but not yet. I like to keep the extra points around, just in case. Dupes can get themselves into the worst situations, and then suddenly you've lost one, and you need to fill a skill hole quickly. Okay, I really do not need any shines. So let's go for the wart seed. In fact, do those need anything special? Could I just grow one in my farm and make things cool? Let's just check here. It requires a supply of gas. And phosphorite. Do I have phosphorite? Would probably be under agriculture, wouldn't it? Yes. You know what? I am going to try it. I'm going to uproot this one meal wood in the corner. And then once that's done, I will try planting a wheezewort there and see if it makes things cooler. No power. I shall have to think about building another transformer, I think. Not quite yet, but soon. And continuing on my turn everything into insulated tile quest, that floor is next. And I think actually if I put a door on both ends, this will actually turn into a mess hall. Which is a room that provides a morale bonus. We can always use a morale bonus. But yes, this is not looking half bad, really. Made a mess. Oh, because all 3 bathrooms. Wait, where? I don't see it. Oh, there. Okay. Mop that up. And let's prioritize those toilets, shall we? How did that get there? at least it's going down to already polluted water. See, this is exactly what I had 3 toilets in order to try and prevent. Yes, get on that. Plunge! Plunge! Your lives depend on it. Okay, that's one down. Hilariously, Marie has just had an attribute increase from plunging a toilet. Okay, research complete. So now we have all sorts of stuff leading to the hazmat suits, which will be very useful later and completely useless now because I don't have access to enough of the materials. Oh, and the flooding is that the transformer is too far underwater to work. Oh no. Okay, well, what we're going to do is... we are going to dig significantly in this direction at a high priority. Yes, I know you're too hot. You are right next to where the steam vent is. Oh dear. I hate doing this, but... we are actually going to top prioritize this. Because we really need to get that transformer out from underwater. That worked. That worked even better than I thought it would, unfortunately. Oh, there's so much there's so much water here. I don't really love setting emergencies like this, but I'm hard-pressed to think of another reason why we would need it so badly. Oh, and it's still not enough. It's still not enough. This is awful. This is awful. This is terrible. This is no good. Oh, how do I fix this? Oh, wait. Oh, that fixed the problem. Okay. Okay. My own hubris caused this. But I have somehow managed to fix it. You know what? I am putting a manual airlock in right there. Okay. I caused myself quite a bit of trouble there, but I have somehow managed to recover with... And though my ego may be in shreds... I'm just gonna six that door because this is an awful lot of polluted oxygen going on here. Okay. We still have liquid to mop up everywhere. And they're still not putting enough coal in the coal generator. But this is something like progress? I think maybe I need to turn up the priority on this mopping. We're gonna 7 it up over here. Because this is a disgusting mess that I caused that really needs to be fixed. Okay, now that they have hopefully prioritized some mopping. Who mops around here? Overloading. See, that's what the transformer was supposed to prevent. Okay, we're getting to some mopping here. Excellent. Poor Marie. Thought she came here to decorate and to dig. What does she end up doing? Plunging toilets, mopping floors. Alright. Okay, we've done something about the terrible problems that I have caused. We're just gonna put a tile in there to bring the water level back up so that the pump can suck up every last drop. Oh, and we have things going on. Okay, let's check this out. Devin is nice and balanced. So is Hassan. Steve is a little more stressed than one would like, but he also has run out of things that he wants to learn, so... Okay, Turner here is looking good. Ellie could maybe learn something. But I really want her to learn this, which is going to take a lot more than she has. Well, I do really want to work her towards the mechatronics engineering, so we will use that 1 point for improved carrying. And Marie is looking so good right now. It's really impressive how high your morale is, Marie. How do you do it? Especially with the faces that you were making while you were mopping just now. Okay, and a blueprint. Let's see here. Well, we absolutely do not want another dupe, so we are taking the curative tablets. Since people keep periodically getting slime lung anyway. And I think I'm just gonna... There we go. Just get that wall built and have a mess hall going. And research complete. We can now build exosuits. We don't need them and we don't have all the materials for them, but we can absolutely make them now. We know how, we have the technology. There we go. And... Oh, no. That should have made a mess hall. Minimum size 12 tiles. No industrial machinery. Minimum size 12, maximum size 64. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, I see the problem. I see the exact problem. It is right in front of me. This is not actually a room because it's got a ladder coming up through the floor. That's why this particular one doesn't actually count as a sleeping room, and I should probably fix that as well because morale bonuses are so good. Okay. So that is our next priority here, is to make these into actual rooms. Just buildings. So yes. What we do is we deconstruct these ladder bits, turn that into floor, turn that into floor, turn this into a doorway, and then we get the bonus. I hate how they just leave their food on the floor. What are they, animals? But yes. Now, normally they get to deconstructing pretty quickly, but I'm just gonna sit here and keep an eye on those sections and see if they get to them. Because there are all sorts of morning chores to do before they really get to that. Okay, and we've got a wheezewort growing here. What has that done for our temperature? It is a bit cooler in that corner. Maybe things will improve. The plants are growing again. I'm so glad that that particular problem was so easy to fix. And this, what is this? Oh, it needs fertilization. Okay, that'll be taken care of. See, this right here is a source of eternal fresh water. It won't be on all the time, but it will just keep turning itself on, so I'll always be able to have water, even if it's hot water. They are not getting to that deconstructing anytime fast, but that's okay because we really need a storage box sooner. So let's make the box 6. Hopefully they'll get to it soon. Like, turning those places into actual rooms for the morale bonus is... it is important. but it's not priority. It's something that definitely needs to be done, but it's not something that needs to be done quickly. It just... There we go. And see, there we go. That gets put there. That gets put there. And everything's all good. Oh, and they're building that quickly. That is awesome. Look at that. That's almost a room already. It still needs a door, but, you know. You see we have this nice hospital here. Nice place for sick dupes to hang out in. And provides a morale bonus to the base just by existing, which is kind of awesome. And of course we have the bathrooms and the ranch, which is the absolute maximum size I can make a ranch. I could make the floor a little bit wider by lowering the ceiling, but honestly I don't want or really need to do that. But yes, having the official rooms exist gives a morale bonus to the base, just by having them be there. Which, you know, really works out well. What is this? Eating in a great hall will significantly improve duplicants' morale. Requirements: mess table, no industrial machinery, minimum size 32 tiles, maximum size 120 tiles, and plus 20 decor items. Well, I guess I will try to mentally put that on my list of priorities, but until I've researched more decor, I don't really think I can pull that off. But yes, what is this? Power plant. Generators built within a power plant can be tuned up using power control stations to improve their power production. Requirements: a power control station. Do I have one of those? Let's see. I do not. I do have a large power transformer. That requires refined metal though, and I have not built anything for that. I'm not sure that I'm going to start a research, but let's see. Rocketry, computers, decor, exosuits, gases, liquids, medicine. Let's see. Smart battery, jukebox, power control station. Assigned duplicants must possess the tune-up trait. Oh. Well, I don't see any reason not to research it, but I don't think I've ever seen a duplicant with a tune-up trait. Perhaps if I research it, they will come. But yes, this is convenient. Once we have sucked out all of the water here, and possibly caused ourselves problems. here. Well, if the water starts getting high in there, I can just expand into this area. I'm not sure I'm entirely enthused about that idea, since that's a lovely area of clean oxygen, but it's not like I'm currently using it for anything else. Okay, everything except for polluted dirt, rock pile, and slime. There we go. There we go, now we can store more things. I think perhaps I might start a bank of storage underneath the ranch here. Okay, these are still too warm, but, you know, Weeswort, do your thing, hopefully. To uproot this one mealwood here, and then I will plant a mushroom there, and then I'll have 2 rows of mealworts and 1 row of mushrooms. Although, oh, that heat's nasty. Our science center is producing a lot of heat. I should have moved sooner to insulate that area. And this area is getting warm too. Okay, insulating the base is going to be a priority all of a sudden. We are going to turn every bit inside the base, well, except for that tile, into insulated tile. And we are actually going to deconstruct these batteries. I don't really have a lot. there's not a lot I can do at the moment to actually change temperature since I did not yet dig down to that ice. But I can do what I can to keep what temperatures there are contained to their various areas. Also, the fact that these raw eggs keep ending up on the floor bothers me greatly. So I think I'm actually going to uncheck critter egg in all of these boxes. Because whenever they stuff a critter egg in there, it turns into an omelet on the floor, I swear. Stone hatch? Okay, back to food. Ah, we need refined metal. Okay, so what I need to do is build a refinery. Which I'm going to build its own room for because I'm pretty sure this thing significantly heats and outputs the liquid piped into it. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna want its own hot room. Where to put that? Up is probably the answer. I am clearing out this area. And it's already going to be hot over here. And I already have a pipe that goes into the dirty water tank. So perhaps over on the other side of the farm would be the best place to put that. Okay, we've definitely seen progress on insulating the base, although I managed to miss a whole section. Oh goodness. And yes, we are going to make the priority 6 as well, because why not? Yes, there we go. Come hell or high water, the base will be insulated. And then what? Well, I mean, I have plans for this section. I have plans for up here, but I can't do anything because I need hands on deck. And yes, I am definitely going to have to expand the dirty water tank. That is... Well, as long as I'm building lots and lots of insulated tile. Yeah, we're going to let replacing be the highest priority. I wonder when and where I picked up those stone hatch eggs. I don't, Oh. Apparently I'm just producing them somehow. Interesting. Okay. Well, we've got the farm going, although we still have a heat situation going on in there that I'm going to have to fix, probably with another wheezewort. I'm pretty sure I have another wheezewort seed though, so that'll be taken care of. And we've got all this insulating going under the way. You know what, I'm just going to add this door to the list because I'm cruel like that. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make this section here. Whoops! My life would be so much easier if I could actually do a straight line. Okay, and let's make this a little more ridiculous. Produce barbecue whenever we have meat. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Because that's a problem that I can't just leave alone and hope that it will fix itself. So we need a wall there yesterday. Oh, come on guys, one more tile. Ugh, it's already downtime. I'll just turn this on. That'll pull out water a bit, but it'll just put it straight back in is the problem. Curse my cleverness. Oh boy. Well, the water hasn't quite gotten deep enough that the vent has stopped working entirely, so I still have time. Not a lot, but time. I have time. And I did make this bit of wall a highest priority, so they will get to it. Aha. Ah, there we go. Okay. Deconstruct this. Make that a priority, by the way. Do it. Do it now. How is she breathing in that spot? I'm just not gonna think about it too hard. There we go. Okay. We have alleviated our water our dirty water being too deep problem again for the second time this evening. Okay. And that has done its job, so we'll just turn it off until we need it again. Insufficient oxygen generation, I suspect, because they are so busy doing the construction that they're not refilling the... Okay, so those two eggs are incubating, and I'd really like to incubate them somewhere proper, but I can't do that until I build a metal refinery, which I can't do until I have secured my water sources. I continue to make a mess. But we have enough food for everybody. The water is not too big a problem yet. We need more oxygen. Once I have a hatchery, I'm just going to put it right here. Because right next to the ranch seems like a good choice. Maybe even in the ranch? I wonder how long stonehatch take to actually hatch. Just when they're on their own. Oh, there's lots of eggs there. Oh dear. I could have had so much coal generation. Oh, I should have stopped storing critter eggs a long while ago. Okay, that water's being pumped away. I guess what I will do is build one of these right here. Ah, what a pity. It continues to be handy that I am almost literally sitting on so much copper. Speaking of which, just to neaten things up around here. And let's just set that direction to left. Okay, working as intended. For the most part. I think what I actually want to do and what we want is a couple of deodorizers at each end. There we go. There's some things for them to do while we're waiting for this water to take care of itself. Ah, and the research is complete into the power control station. Which is excellent. And I'm just going to leave the research be for now. Let's just nudge this up to make sure we get every drop of that water. And you know, while we're at it, let's just turn that one into meat. Because there's really no point. Insufficient oxygen generation because we are running out of algae again, aren't we? Yep, we are out of algae and slime. Which is generally why I keep this thing open. Oh dear. That's clay. Okay. And speaking of things, I'm setting to 6. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, now we have both of our little dorm rooms count as barracks, so I'm getting a nice morale bonus from both of those rooms. So that's nice. I've made some progress in making rooms rooms, because the mess hall is also a room. And actually, let's just deconstruct the ladder through the middle of that room that is now... I forgot to check which kind of... Oh, that's a sage, okay. Sage hatch do not eat rock, so I don't actually want them in my hatch ranch here. They still produce coal the same way as the other hatch, but they eat either algae or slime. I don't remember which one, and I am constantly running out of those, and I can't afford to. Yeah, I'm in constant need of algae and slime. And that Paku just earned itself a one-way ticket. Blasted things eat algae. Okay, there we go. We get that airlock going there. There's that algae stealing thief has been taken care of. Okay. We have hydrogen and sand and sedimentary rock. And why is everything pink over here? I mean, yes, there's hydrogen, but bleach stone. Why is the sand pink over here? Like, this is pink because it's salt, and apparently salt is pink in this universe, but I don't understand why the sand over there is pink. Oh, and I've gotten close enough that now I can see where the door is to that room. Oh, it's a second room. Oh. Well, that's fascinating once I, take care of my problems here. Let me guess. Yep. This is like infinite water at this point. Admittedly, I can't go much deeper. So perhaps I will have to get a bit more strategic about this. Let's just dig out those 4 there. And that will make this water get shallow enough to mop. Yes? Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follow, Alois. Welcome to the stream. We're just puttering along, trying to, make a good base. Oh man, look at all that morale. Look at those massive muscles of morale this guy's got going on now. Sure, let's let him wear the exosuit. He can now. Oh man, making those rooms actual rooms has literally opened up so much here. So now I can finally have some super duper hard digging. Steve is perfectly balanced, so we'll just leave him alone. And Turner's not so great, so we'll leave him alone too. Alright, excellent. And we don't currently have room for another dupe, so what have we got? Well, we have Slicksters and Briars. Honestly, I am not sure. I'm tempted. I'm going to take the Slickster eggs. And what I will do is actually make this a Slickster zone instead of... No, wait, I'm just going to keep that as a storage zone. And I will build the Slicksters a nice spot down here. Yes, that's what I'll do. It won't need to be gigantic since there's only 3 of them. Let's see, one of those, 1, 2, one of those. Yeah, that works. I'll put a door on either side. We'll dig all that out. Admittedly, this is a door to nowhere, but we'll deal with that. I'll deal with that later. Well, we'll just... Oops. Okay. And then we will build a critter drop-off. And... Where was that grooming station again? Furniture? Let's see. I have managed to lose the thing. Oh, of course, it's in stations. And we'll build them a nice little grooming station. And there. And as usual, we'll just nudge priorities so that things actually get done. There we go. Admittedly, we're going to have to wait until those slicksters hatch before we can actually put them in their little box, but we can build them their little box, just to make sure. I am halfway tempted to build a pump from here down to here for the slicksters specifically. Wrangle that wild hatch, it shall be mine. Yes, you know, I think I will actually do that. I am going to do this very messily because it's pretty much solid carbon dioxide in there. Oops. Let's see how to get up there without being ridiculous. Well, that is obviously ridiculous. I will fix that. And power wire. Giving it its own wire so that I can give it its own switch. There we go. Now, because the coal generator just pumps out carbon dioxide constantly, whenever we need some for the slicksters, once they hatch, and once their room is finished, we can just turn on the pump and pump some more in there. And we can just leave it off otherwise. I admit that this would be my first time attempting to keep or raise slicksters. But given that the eggs were right there, the only problem is that I don't have a metal refinery, so I don't have a hatchery, so I'm actually going to have to probably wait until these hatch on their own and grow into adults before I can then capture them and put them in the room that I'm preparing for them here. And you know what? I'm just gonna set that to be dug out because it looks ridiculous that way. That one too. So, the current plan is to build a metal refinery over here, or possibly even here, where it's already hot. In fact, Yeah, let's build into this area that's already been cleared out. That seems like an excellent plan. I want all that algae and stuff anyway, so I'm just gonna do it like this. And a metal refinery, which we're gonna put right there. And you know what? We're just gonna put a kiln right next to it, because why not put them together? Oh yes, a rock crusher. I should build one of those as well. Let's put that in there. Let's have them all in the same room. That sounds like fun. Yeah, that looks excellent. Lose 50% of what? In the rock crusher? As most of what I've ever used a rock crusher for before is just to make lime for my steel. I don't think I've really ever put much else in there. And frankly, you know, what else am I doing with eggshells? Well, I may be building one, but that doesn't guarantee that I have to use it. Whoops. If I were capable of doing a line freehand, honestly. Okay, we'll put a door in there. We'll continue the tile there. Actually, no. No, we actually want 2 more slots. Because we actually want some oxygen generation in there. Oxygen generation, deodorizer. Metal refinery. Rock crusher. And kiln. And still an extra slot. So, waste not. Let's just... I do so like being able to pause while I just work out everything here. Okay, there we go. And we'll just... Since I want all that material anyway... I wonder, do I want to put all of this on its own power loop? That would probably be a good plan. Yeah, actually. Oh, fun, fun. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna extend this way for a while. Gonna cancel this wall entirely. So, what we want to do, hilariously, is build them a nice little hamster wheel right next to the door. And a couple of jumbo batteries. Then we want to give them oxygen and deodorizer. And we will just be very careful to only run one of these machines at a time. Okay, so that's just on its own little power circuit the same way that the researching is. How many hours of gameplay have I done in this game? I believe it's about 60 or 70 hours of gameplay. I would have to double check, but it's somewhere around 60 or 70 hours. I started my own base when I first got the game, but I had not reached win condition before I started a new base for the playthrough that I'm doing here on Twitch. Because I figured that it would be much better to just completely start fresh for this gameplay. Okay, it's going to be a lot of work for one dupe to fill 2 of the big batteries, but I feel that they can do it. I feel that it is within their power. One dupe can keep the one big battery and the one little battery full, so... Because I've got the research stuff on its own circuit loop in here, so that it's not drawing off the main base power like everything else is. Oh, this is getting quite silly in here. Well, as long as they get things done. My storage is going to end up scattered around everywhere. Obviously, I have been less than perfectly geometrical when building here. I just noticed that there is absolutely no way for the dupes to get at this material up here. That's not a priority, but something to bear in mind, some way for them to get over there that's not too ridiculous. Yeah, and I think I am going to have to plant that other Weezewort on the other side here. Because this is just... The one Weezewort is working very hard, but it just can't quite make up for how much heat. So, we will uproot this one mealwood here, and we will plant my other Weezewort seed on that side. Sooner or later I'm going to have to find more phosphor. And how are we doing on this front? I'm just sort of gradually mining out all of the slime and everything down here. Oh, and have we run out of storage already again? No, we have not run out of storage entirely. As I would really like to explore the secrets that I have right here and up here, but it's keeping the duplicants breathing has been so much more important than exploring the secrets, unfortunately. That's the way that it goes, I suppose. Actually, pip egg. Huh. going to, because those eggs are not going to hatch that soon. So let's get the whole refining thing going. And probably what will make this easier is if we just, there we go. There. Okay, and this is looking good. This is looking excellent. This is exactly what I want. Okay, so what we can do at this point is set that pump to deconstruct because we don't need it anymore. Man, the carbon dioxide is thick down there. Where'd that all come from? Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. I know I'm not getting to that anytime soon, but that's just, you know, so I remember. I want to look so bad. Yeah, that's the problem over here. This vent is just super hot. So they always complain of heat when they're over here. But that's why I'm insulating everything. Okay, that's being dug up, so we can put a wheezewort in there. Because I have one more wheezewort seed. Okay. That's a good start, actually. And we're out of storage space again. Well, I've got floor here, so I might as well start using it. Oh, look at how many hatch I have. This is amazing. Since my primary source of power is the coal generator, which they keep neglecting to fill because I keep asking them to do other things at higher priority, because... You know what? Let's just put this one at 8 like the toilets. That way we'll always have flowing johns and we'll always have flowing power. Flowing is good. Flow is very important. Move debris into storage because there is so much debris. There's debris everywhere. It's always a mess. It's always a mess. Hello, Loppy. My Thursday is going fairly well. None of the duplicants have died yet. A few fish have died, but that's because I've killed them. And progression has progressed. I have an entire herd of coal-producing bugs now. So I'm very pleased about that. But yes, all of these little bug things, the hatch, produce coal whenever they poop. Which means that I can keep my coal generator filled up to the maximum so that people don't have to run on the hamster wheels quite so much. Oh, and I just got a new arrival. Well, first we'll check the skills because that's what I do. Let's see. Turner could definitely learn something. What could we have Turner learn? Well, he's currently my only rancher, so he's actually going to learn ranching even though he's not all that interested in it. Too bad, Turner. Okay. And Steve could learn something, but he's not really interested in anything, so I'm just going to hold off. In this game, coal is bug poop. Yes, they eat rock and then poop out coal. Nobody asks how or why. Okay, everybody else is in balance, so we'll leave them alone. What do we have in the blueprints? Well, I currently have no room for another little person, so we're going to take a cat thing. They're not actually useful to me, but they're not detrimental either, and it's nice to see them running around, so we're gonna just take a cat thing. We now have a pipsqueak. The critter is actually a pip, but the baby is a pipsqueak. It's I love it. But yeah, they don't do much. They just run around looking cute. That is the meaning of their existence. And over here I'm building what I'm going to tentatively call Refinement Row. We have here a machine to refine metals, we have a rock crusher, and we have a kiln. And we can produce secondary materials with all of those once the place is being built. As I mainly got started on this because I need refined metal in order to build a hatchery, so that I can make eggs in my possession hatch faster, because otherwise they just sit around forever incubating. And if I build a hatchery, I can hatch them so much faster. And down here I'm building a secondary ranch, which is going to be for a kind of critter called slicksters, which produce oil by eating carbon dioxide. So that is also in production. So we have lots going on. We have so much going on. As this one, I've avoided running the power wires because I don't want them running on the little... This is on its own power loop here. Everything in this room is going to be running off of the one hamster wheel. And I don't really want any of the little duplicants to be using their time running on that wheel when there's nothing really that needs, when there's nothing to power, like when the room isn't finished. So I have not run any power lines, which is why everything is showing this little no power symbols. And these symbols are like, I have no floor. Why are you trying to build me where there's no floor? Sorry, Lois, I haven't actually researched automation yet in this game. Honestly, I hadn't, I have researched it in my other game, but I haven't figured out how to make it work yet. I'm probably going to have to look up some YouTube tutorials or something. I honestly do not understand how automation works in this game, and I'm going to have to sit down and figure that out. Probably at some point where I will not embarrass myself in front of my audience. So everything is being done manually until I figure out how to make automation work. Oh, and my other Wheezewort has been planted, but it still isn't fertilized. Do I actually have the fertilizer for that? Let's check. Yes, I still... Oh, wow. Where did I get all that phosphorite? Alright, no problems. We can fertilize that no problem when the dude gets to it. When my farmer gets to it. This one is our farm bank. We're mainly growing mealwood, which makes mealworms, and mushrooms down here because mushrooms like to grow in carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide sinks, so it's very handy. And let's just mark that for disposal. So I've been planting the Wheezeworts because they're these sort of ice cacti, and they actually act as a natural air conditioner. They put out cool air, so they can make my farm so that it's a little bit cooler, and my plants will actually grow. You see how this lovely green color right around this Wheezewort here. And once this Wheezewort really gets going, I'll get another pool extending out from this one, and that should keep my mealwort at a nice, comfortable temperature so that it will continue growing the way it's supposed to. As everything over on this side of the base is just a bit too warm because I neglected to build my I neglected to build my insulated tile as fast as I should have, so they were getting heat from this side, and they were also getting heat from this side because this thing is just, it's pumping out steam. It's constantly pumping out steam. It is so hot, and oh my god, oh no, oh no. While I was talking and not paying attention, Marie has gotten herself trapped in a hole. Okay, we are giving a ladder straight up, and we are making that an emergency. An emergency, get her out of there, she can't breathe. Oh, no. Faster, faster, faster. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, this is so far. This is so far. Oh no. She's scalding and she's suffocating. Oh no. Oh, and now she's unconscious on the floor. Now she is. Oh no, Marie. She's my newest dupe. She's my most recent addition. Oh, and she's dead. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Alas, poor Marie. We barely got to know thee. Oh, how did you end up falling in there, girl? Oh, I see what happened. She dug this out from underneath herself. Oh, you fool, Marie. Oh, no. Okay, so, the next thing we need is a graveyard. Yeah, I didn't want to lose all the clean water into the dirty water. I thought that they could build the ladder fast enough, but I just did not notice her soon enough. Oh, poor Marie. Try Not to Die Thursday has failed in its name. Oh dear. Oh. Let's see, where... I guess I'll put it down here. I can't think of any better. I can't think of any like place to put this. It needs to be somewhere like kind of out of the way, but not, you know, totally far. Oh, I have so much space earmarked. I don't really want to put it here because they're going to be running past that all the time. That's the problem, is like whenever they run past a grave, they decide that they have to weep at it a bit, which, while kind or something, just... Oh, it definitely did not go as planned, Loppy. It definitely did not. Oh no. I don't know where to, I don't know what to do, where I don't know where to put it now. Oh dear. You know what? I'm just gonna put it in the storage box. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put it in here. And it'll be just, you know, another thing stored in among the storage boxes. Oh. I'll even be nice and I'll put it on a piece of floor that already exists. Oh. Oh, poor Marie. I mean, I was intending on getting in here because I want that fresh water, you know, for the people, but oh, that is just, that is very unfortunate. And she was the one that I had earmarked to be the decorator too, because she was into digging and decorating. It was like the perfect combination. Okay, it's informing me duplicants have died, and now everybody's going to be stressed out in mourning for a while. Yep, dead of suffocation. Poor Marie. We shall miss you, Marie. I will especially miss you. It's going to be hard finding a duplicate to replace you. Well, that certainly, that was certainly stuff that happened there. Like, she must have, like, dug out the floor from underneath herself. Which is a ridiculous thing that the duplicants can do. But yeah, I was not intending on getting into into that scalding water. Oh boy. Well, I guess I'll just have to keep an eye out for somebody who's into decorating, because that was the main thing that I wanted her for, but that's unfortunate. I really needed all the hands on deck that I had. That's why I'm not running any research right now. I see. Just one moment. I will be right back. Okay, apologies. I just had to run and take care of one small thing. Okay. Well, just so that I don't leave her corpse down there for an eternity, let's make her tombstone a priority. Admittedly, it's the same priority as building this actual room, but frankly, I want to save the 8 and 9 for, you know, really pressing stuff. Like another dupe falling into the water, although that will not be so much of a problem now that we have the ladder. I mean, I was planning to get into this water anyway, but that was not how I was planning on tapping this. I was going to be more careful, darn it. But yes, at least this all is coming along, and oh, I forgot to set that digging to the same priority as the rest. That was an oversight. There we go. Yes, I'm very disappointed with myself on that one. Okay, there we go. Getting work done. And we have a tasteful memorial for the body of a dupe taken before her time, which they're going to be going the really long way around to bring it to. You know, once I'm not sure who's doing that. Possibly Steve is doing that. Yep, Steve is. Nope, Steve is not. Okay. Well, somebody is going to come and get her body and put it in the grave. Eventually. I'm very disappointed with myself on that one, frankly. What are you powering, Hassan? Not important. But yeah, sooner or later, like, one of the dupes will come in and fetch Marie's body to put it in the grave, and then they'll have a nice cry over it, and he's just gathering up material from around her. I mean, he's constructing something, I'm sure. Oh, he's refilling the auction. That is squeaky pufflet egg. Oh, so I'll have more of the puffs around, I guess. As I'm very neutral on the puffs. They supposedly produce oxygen, but I don't know that they really do it in a quantity that's and still no one has come to collect Marie's body. Oh dear. Loppy, I'm sorry that you arrived just in time for that horrible event. I would have liked to have shown you some more positive stuff. And I am really going to have to start using this polluted water more significantly soon. I could probably start replacing my toilets. I think I will wait to start doing that until this is mostly complete, though. Oh! Oh, Steve has collected the corpse. He's washing his hands. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and now we have the tasteful memorial. R.I.P. Marie. This happens whenever you lose a dupe, is they all come to the dupe's grave to have a good cry. And they briefly have a cheerful conversation and then start crying again. And that is pretty much it. Now the colony will be stressed for a while. Yes, all 5 of the remaining people each individually go to the grave to have a good cry over the lost comrade, who might be replaced now? We'll find out. Let's see. Ellie. Oh yeah. Let's see. They are going to be stressed, so I'm not sure that I really want to be having them like, oh man, Devin Turner here is not looking. When the red is so far out of balance with the green, it's not good. They start getting stressed out then. I mean, he's doing what he loves, but Steve could learn something, but once again, I expect everybody to get stressed out soon, so I'm just holding off on, like, Hassan is all out of balance here. The red is basically the stress they're under. Devin is not looking good. Okay, we're going to leave them all alone, and we're going to have a look at the blueprints that we have available here. Okay, we have someone who is very interested in ranching, who is immune to food poisoning, but uses bathrooms very slowly. We have someone who's really into digging, who also is good at machinery and germ resistant. Can't do science, but that's okay. And we have someone who is supplying, digging, and cooking, who also has a decor bonus, but they're not interested in... Oh. The problem is, like, the interests... You saw when I was looking at the skills, you saw that some of them had hearts on them. Those are skills that they can learn with less stress. This guy, he's got increased creativity and decreased decor morale bonus, but he's not actually interested in doing decor, so it would actually stress him out to learn. He's also a mouth breather, which makes him very undesirable in a place where oxygen is a finite resource. So, since I don't need shine bugs at all, ever, I'm going to send everyone away. They're all leaving. They're off. Because what I really need is a dupe who wants to learn decorating. That's the one skill that I don't have fulfilled. And now that I think about it, since I don't have Steve doing any research at the moment, I should change his hat. Let's put on your plumbing hat. That'll give you... That'll actually make him better at cleaning up all this stuff and debris around here. That's just ridiculous. Why is that one piece of copper just floating there? Let's just... There we go. Okay, this room is nearly complete. This room is getting there, but yeah, my slicksters still haven't hatched, so yeah, see this coal in here that they have been pooping out. It's great. I'm trying to look on the positive side here. Things have gotten done. I still haven't gotten at the secrets. There's a secret right here that I am so close to, but I just haven't had the opportunity because there's just been so many other things that need to be done. But I'm so close. But yeah, I need to get this room finished. And then I think I need to refine some metal so I can build a hatchery. There are so many things that I need to do, but that are keeping me from, like, there's also secrets here. There's a secret here. There's a secret here that you can just barely see the top edge of here. And there's the door. I so want to get at them, but there's been so many other things that need to be done just so that, you know, hopefully more people won't die. Or so that I can do cool stuff later. So, you know, I'm just... Yeah, there's what was Marie's bed, and there was what was Marie's mess table. Alas. In any case, as much as I would like to wait until they at least finish this room so I can hook up all the wiring, it is already 20 to 11, so, and somebody has caught slime lung. Thankfully that just slows them down a bit. It hasn't killed any dupes yet in my experience, but yes, Hassan here has this planetoid's version of a cold, basically. So that's awesome. But our batteries are full. But yes, next week we will come back and see this room completed and see the Slickster holding pen completed and see a hatchery put in right here so that all of these eggs that are sitting around will hopefully be cleaned up. Like this is actual stacks of eggs here. This is ridiculous. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 eggs here. Okay, only 1 egg here. So that's 5 eggs just sitting around outside the ranch because so that is next week's problem. And hopefully we will not lose any more dupes. And hopefully I will finally get to this secret. Look how close I am. I'm so close. so many things that need to be done before I can get at those things. So, that was, this has been Try Not to Die Thursday. And hopefully next week, I will actually be able to keep anyone from dying. Having the ladder into the scalding water pool will probably help, but who knows? The dupes make up their own minds about things sometimes. In any case, thank you for joining me. I will be back again on Sunday evening at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I will be streaming, continuing my playthrough of Disco Elysium, where I finally made it to day 2, and I am currently exploring a harbor that I broke into, because I am the world's worst police officer who might possibly be a competent detective. It's hard to say. But that will be on Sunday, and then I will be back again on Wednesday to play Among Us with a bunch of my writer friends, and that will be at 7 p.m. And Oxygen Not Included will continue again next Thursday on Try Not to Die Thursday. And I hope to see everyone then, and have a great night. Good night.